Whether you're black or white, African or British, male or female, there's one truth about life that most people don't realize at first glance. People everywhere are the same. And the reason I can say this categorically is that at birth, our minds are a clean slate, or what philosophers call tabula rasa. Over time, the slate begins to fill up with stuff, good and bad stuff, based on our environment and experiences. All humans have the natural tendency to want to do what's convenient. Anyone will cut corners when they think they can't get away with it. Anyone will take the path of least resistance unless something or someone holds them accountable. But somehow you notice patterns. People in certain places just seem to be more disciplined. In some countries, everyone stops at red lights or waits patiently at zebra crossings when they see pedestrians. In other countries, traffic rules are more like suggestions. In some cities, the streets are spotless. In others, litter is everywhere. In some societies, people queue patiently for hours. In others, it's every person for themselves. So what's the difference? It's not what you think. Here's what most people get wrong. They think it's about culture or values, or that some people are just better than others. But here's the truth that changes everything. People don't behave better in the West because they are inherently better. They behave better because the system is designed to enforce it. Let's break that down. In some countries, when you run a red light or go over the speed limits, nothing happens. But in other countries, there's a camera waiting to catch you. A letter shows up in your mail with a fine, and the next time you get to a red light, you don't need anyone to advise you to do the right thing. People don't stop at zebra crossings because they love pedestrians more. They stop because they have to. The system demands it. There are consequences if they don't. They don't avoid littering because they are more disciplined by nature. It's because they know they will get fined even for dropping a gum wrapper in the wrong place. The behavior looks like discipline, but it's actually just intelligent system design. Now here's where it gets interesting for you personally. You know those people in your life who seem to have it all figured out? They wake up early without hitting snooze. They go to the gym consistently. They eat well, save money, and somehow always get their work done on time. And you wonder, what's wrong with me? Why is it so hard for me to stick to anything? Here's the thing. It's not that they have more willpower than you. Those disciplined people are operating under the exact same principle as those orderly societies. They've simply built personal systems that enforce the behaviors they want. Systems create discipline. That person who never misses the gym probably pays for expensive personal training sessions. There's a financial consequence. They probably work out with a friend who expects them there. That's social accountability. And they probably go to the gym that is on their way to work. Now that is environmental design. The person who reads 50 books a year probably joins a book club with discussions that they cannot skip. They replace their phone scrolling time with Kindle. And they have friends who constantly recommend books. They are not more motivated, they are better architected. Just like those countries with clean streets and orderly traffic. It's not that the people are fundamentally different. It's that the system makes good behavior easier and makes bad behavior harder. Systems shape everything. Systems shape behavior. It's not about being superhuman. It's about being smart enough to design an environment that makes the behavior you want easier and the behavior you don't want harder. There's always a trade-off. Taxes are high in some places, yes, but that's what pays for the functioning public transport, the clean streets, the societal safety nets. It's not magic, it's a system working. So how does this apply to your personal life? Instead of struggling every single day to be disciplined or to stay motivated, what if you build a system that made good choices almost automatic? Because the people you call hardworking, focused, high performers, most of them have simply been exposed to systems that demand it. They work hard because the environment around them rewards it or punishes laziness. On the flip side, people who appear lazy or unmotivated, many times it's not necessarily their nature. They just haven't been placed in the right structure. They haven't been held accountable. They haven't been surrounded by systems that foster excellence. This is why designing your environment is so critical. Ask yourself, who are you spending time with? Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? What do your daily routines look like? Do they set you up for success or failure? What kind of content are you constantly consuming? Is it feeding your growth or your excuses? What do your surroundings encourage you to become? Does your work environment encourage distractions or focus? Does the content of your fridge make healthy eating simple? Do you have people who hold you accountable to certain standards with rewards and consequences that compel you to do the right thing always? Because every environment is doing one of two things. It's either sharpening you or dulling you. It's either making success easier or harder. It's either making you better or leaving you worse. Sharpening your axe. There's a famous quote by Abraham Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. So many people are swinging at life with a blunt axe, waking up every day to hustle, but they've never paused to shape the tools that actually make the hustle effective. That's what system building is about. It's about sharpening your axe, creating a framework that makes productivity, growth, and progress inevitable. If you spend some time building the right systems, the reward is that you gain a lot more time in execution. So what can you do right now? Want to read more? Stop relying on motivation. Create a specific reading time and place. Join a book club that meets weekly. Put books where you can see them. Hide your phone several meters away where you can't see it when you are reading. Do you want to exercise consistently? Get a trainer who expects you there. Pay for classes in advance. Sign up with a friend who will literally drag you out of bed. Do you want to grow spiritually? Set daily reminders. Curate your social media to include inspiring content. Join communities that hold you accountable. You want to be more intentional with money? Automate your savings the day you get paid. Create clear spending rules. Use apps that track every expense. Don't leave your growth to chance. Build systems that foster it. The bottom line is that you are a product of your systems. And if you don't like your outcomes, don't just try harder, design better. Discipline is good, but structure is better. Motivation is helpful, but systems are powerful. The people who seem to never struggle with discipline have simply built better systems than you have. Just like those orderly societies didn't become orderly through superior genetics, they became orderly through superior systems. But here's the good news. You can build those systems too. So today I ask you this question. What new system do you need to create to help you become who you say you want to be? Start there, build it, let it work for you. My final word for you is one I heard recently that hasn't left my head. Spend more time working on yourself than you do working on your job. That's your food for thought. I will wrap it up here. If this episode spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. Hit the like button, subscribe for more, and as always, keep being amazing. My name is Murphy Nnamdi Ochuba.